Welcome to Trash Can Tactical. Today, Trash Can Actual coming at you momentarily with the Distrak. No, I'm not going to sing. The Distrak is the short little nickname I gave my dissipator. Now, it has taken a while, and I have not gotten everything I wanted done, but for the most part, uh-oh, that'll make sense in a minute. For the most part, weapons clear. This is kind of what I wanted to end up with. So I've got a 4-prong flash hider. I've got a, what are you? ProTac flashlight, which, strobe. That's working. Midwest Industries rail section, going the entire length of the rifle. Honestly, I wish there was a way that I had personally right now to attach the bayonet to this thing, just because that would be kind of cool looking. But that's not for right now. Back here, we've got the Monstrum, yes, I said Monstrum, tactical 4x prismatic optic. And you know what? This thing, for being affordable, is pretty fucking cool. Not going to lie. I got it zeroed-ish. And I say ish because I was running out of time at the range. I was trying to help a buddy zero his long gun, which I am not a sniper. So, do not ask me, the person who will put a lot to the everywhere, to come out there and help you put the small to the very small. Shooting his 308 was fun, but it's not my thing. It's kind of like golf to me. Honestly, I think golf courses are a perfectly good waste of a rifle range with maneuverability, but it's my opinion. That's trash, you know. Right back here, I picked this up the other day. We've got the Magpul Gen 2, what I'm calling the kind of scout stock. I know it has a name, I just don't know it. This adds a cool little aesthetic piece to it, and it really isn't that bad. I like it. I keep it right here. That feels good to me, but even with the prism, I can extend it out, and it still feels good to me. First question you're probably going to have, does the optic get in the way of the front side post, or the front side post in the way of the optic? A little bit, you know it's there, but it doesn't interfere as much as you probably think. Length of pull adjustment on the stock is nice. Putting it together, it's not something you need a fucking rocket degree in, but it is complex. And by that, I mean it's more complex than like pull down on the springy part and shove it on the tube. Another upgrade, I got this Strike Industries pistol grip. It's reminiscent of the old A2 style, but it's rubberized. Oh, for her pleasure. A lot of bumpy little nubs. Now, no upgrade to the trigger. I'm fine with the trigger. I've used these triggers so goddamn much that I've learned to be fast with them. And being fast is not always something you want. I am going to be having a range day, probably this weekend, where I will film. I went out to the range last weekend to see if they were cool with me doing that. They seem to have no issue. There's private base, so I won't get self-conscious about filming out there and looking like a weirdo. You know? But I plan on giving you guys some actual shooting content because, good God, there's 110 of you. You deserve it at this point. You will know there's an ambi safety on here, but you won't know until now is that I broke it. Yeah, so Strike Industries ambi safety. If you over torque this side, it will break. And that's what happened to me. Good news though. You hear that? Still working. The charging handle, I can't tell you the name of the company because the company, I honestly thought I was getting scammed. It's like how do I describe this? It's a company I never used before, and I was amazed I even got it. But it was like a buy one, get one sale. They're marked down already. So it was like, ooh, you can get random selector or charging handles. So I bought 2 of them on like a Amazon card, and both of them came in pretty nice. I don't have an issue with it. After just installing the buttstock, it does sound kind of like sandy. Ugh. So I'm gonna be working on that before I go shooting. I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to BF a V with chalk. If you know what that means, then you don't need it explained. But hey, the modern full-length rifle gas system micro, I'm gonna call it that. Macro, small carbine rifle, whatever you want to call it. Damn, it's an AR-15. It's got a rifle-length gas system, heavy barrel. This thing fucking slaps. If you don't want to get an SBR, you don't have the ability or money to get an SBR, go off and get yourself a dissipator. I know you can get them at Palmetto. This is the Delton, which I only went with them because they're like one of the original builders of it. Fun fact, my little 20-round magazine did not want to work with this, but my 40-round magazine worked just fine. And some of my steel mags did not want to work. P-mags worked. Kind of cool, interesting. If you are going to get one of these and do an A2 carry handle, I would suggest getting the upper for the A2 carry handle or the A1. Do not get one of those carry handles off the internet, because I did. And the freaking front sight post almost popped out, and the rear sight aperture was down all the way. It was bottomed out. And I was still hitting like really high at 25 yards when I was trying to zero for 300. Oh my God, you have no idea how frustrating that is. Unless you've done that before, then you know. Buy mil spec for that, the buffer tube, and basically anything else you want to put mil spec on. But that's if you have the money. All in all, this is my opinion. My opinion's trash, but so's yours. Trash can out, actual, and the Distrak out.